It's very hard when you like create a new sort of piece of work. Obviously, it's very famous, like with the Who and everything. But when it's a new piece of work, it's quite hard to like get the words out so people know about it and stuff. But we've actually had an amazing reaction from every audience that we've had, which has been really lovely, really lovely.
But I mean, it is iconic, the
Mhm.
Who album. Not only the album, the film. I've got to say, you're looking very fresh-faced. So I'm not sure you may have seen it the first time around. Were you new to this when you got cast?
Yeah, so I mean, I knew who the Who were and things like that, but I'd never heard of Quadrophenia or anything like that. But yeah, so obviously when I got the audition for it, I sort of did a bit of research into a bit more into the Who and Quadrophenia, and I was speaking to my mum actually, and I told my mum I was like, "Oh, I'm auditioning for a show called Quadrophenia," and she's like, "The Who," and I was like, "Yeah," and she was like, "Oh, you were obsessed with Tommy when you were younger. You used to love the music. So you used to for about 2 years. That's all you'd listen to until suddenly it got lost by accident." So yeah, so it's been great.
I love it. A lot of things in our house get lost by accident
Yeah.
with our kids. Yeah, so I totally kind of see where your mum's
Mhm.
coming from.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, I think this is brilliant in terms of the fact that we are seeing ballet now just kind of move out of what we were used to, where it was kind of very, very classic. Now we've got contemporary. A lot of that has been through people like Matthew Bourne, who I know that you have worked with.
Yes.
But it's almost like it's a fusion, isn't it? I suppose of rock fans and ballet lovers coming to
Yeah.
this. Is that what you're seeing?
No, absolutely, yeah. So it's you have the hardcore ballet people that love ballet and theatre, then the Who fans that love the Who, and maybe not have ever been to see a ballet or a contemporary piece or anything, but it's really lovely when you look out on the audience and you can see people sat in their parkas or dressed up in their suits like they did in back in the day and stuff. So it's been a really lovely like mixture of different like fans from different aspects of this. So yeah, it's been
Yeah, and different generations.
yes.
You mentioned the Parkers, you mentioned the suits. I mean, you've got Paul Smith, who is like this British fashion legend, the
Mm,
house of Paul Smith that have designed the costumes.
mm.
But what's it actually like to move in things like suits and Parkers? Is it challenging?
Do you know what? It's surprisingly easier than I thought it was going to be fair. But yes, because obviously you think you wear a smart suit and it's quite restricting. But obviously what they've done is sort of modified the suit so it's being able to dance in, so it's a bit stretchier or little different bits and bobs. But I will say it does get quite warm. I'm not going to lie.
I was gonna say, and it's very physical. I've seen the
Mhm,
trailer, there's like somersaults and
mhm,
loads of like jumps and everything.
mhm.
What is your favorite music piece in this to dance to? What really gets your adrenaline pumping?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, that's there's quite a few bits in it. It's quite a high energy show, so it's trying to think like, oh, the Punk and the Godfather. That's one of my favorite songs in this, and yeah, all of it really from top to bottom. There's just obviously all the whole album is within the show, so it's so yeah. We have many sections that I actually really enjoy dancing to. So.
And there's so many emotions, right,
Mm,
throughout this, and
mm.
I always get amazed at the storytelling through dance and how that can be evoked. Is that still kind of something to you that is quite magical when you're performing it?
Oh no, absolutely, absolutely. It's one of the things that I always wanted to do growing up. Like I love like storytelling was always like one of the high lights of like I don't know reading or watching a film or going to the theater. All these things. So like being able to tell a story through movement is quite a hard thing. But I think what Paul and Rob Ashford have done is really bring us all together in a collaborative way to help us tell this story through their moves and through their vision and stuff. So it's yeah, it's been it's a really good one for that, and it's in my view, it's very clear the story of it, what we're trying to tell, and I think it's been relayed that way by audience members that I've spoken to and stuff. So it's been fun.
And you've said, this was the dream, and you are totally living the dream. And I love the fact that your career has seen you, do so many different forms of it, like the whole musical theatre side, the kind of Mamma Mia, Saturday Night Fever, Tony Manero, and the
Yeah,
hip moves. Come on,
yeah.
But now you're also associate choreographer. You're the choreographer yourself. So do you find that when you're in productions like this and with the great Matthew Bourne as well, are you kind of taking some of those learnings into what you're learning, and you're imparting on shows now?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think it's one of those things I always say. Like whenever I teach people, I always say you never stop learning. Like it's that there's always new things to be learned. So I think luckily for me, I've had that experience of like musical theatre, dance, TV and film stuff. So like it's such a broad spectrum that I've learned different bits from all of it. So I think now I'm starting to get on in my career a bit more. It's helpful to use those tools and all those different amazing people that I've worked with to help me then to move forwards in different ways. So yeah, it's been really helpful.
Yeah, and you talked about TV. I've got to mention the DVD. Come
Mm.
on, how great was that to be in the DVD of Swan Lake as
Yeah,
the Swan? I mean, Mum must have been totally proud at that point, right? Has she
she
worn out the DVD?
she has. She's watched it a few times, bless her. But for me, it was like the Swan in Matt Bond Swan Lake was always the dream. It was the one role that I was like in my career. That's what I would be most happy to do. So, luckily, and and at that time, when they redid it, they wanted to record it. So, luckily for me, it was amazing. It's something that I'll be able to show my daughter when I'm moved on and she's grown up a bit. So it's a highlight of my career, really.
Oh, honestly, that is an absolute moment, and it's going to be a moment when you bring Quadrophenia to Lowry. It is just around the corner now. Have you performed there before? Because this is actually you're going to perform like twice this year. You're coming back with the red shoes, right?
Yeah, yes, yeah, yeah. So yeah, I've performed there a few times actually. A lot of match shows go there, and I was there last year with Anton and Giovanni from Strictly. I was on one of their jobs, and yeah, so I've performed there quite a few times. It's always lovely going back.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we cannot wait. And this sounds seriously, seriously cool. So we will get ourselves down there. And thank you very much for joining us.